course, another important thing during Op Sindoor was air defense and how it panned out. So it is good, bad. We could do a lot. Mr. Ashok did talk about it, that some of our indigenous systems performed well, some did not perform very well too. So it's of course a cat and mouse game, as I was mentioning outside. We need to be at it. This time, thankfully, our population centers were not quite addressed. In the next round, we have to be prepared for that, and for that, more and more air defense, more and more counter rocket, artillery, drone sort of a system has to be prepared, for which we have to move very, very fast. So few lessons that I thought I must flag as far as Operation Sindoor is concerned. Firstly, one border, two adversaries. So we saw Pakistan one side, but adversaries were two, and if I would say actually four or three actually. So Pakistan was the front face. We had China providing all possible support, and it's no surprise, because if you were to look at statistics, in the last 5 years, 81% of the military hardware that Pakistan is getting is all Chinese, 81% of that. So it's no surprise. And China, of course, the good old dictum, killed by a borrowed knife, 36 stratagems that China talks about, killed by a borrowed knife. So he would rather use the neighbor to cause pain than getting involved in the mud slinging match on the northern border. So that is what he's seen. And another thing that China perhaps has seen is that he's able to test his weapons against, say, various other weapon systems that are there. It's like a live lab which is available to. So it's a good, that is what is something we have to be very, very cognizant about. Again, Turkey also played a very important role in providing the type of support that was there. Bayraktar, of course, he's been giving from before. We saw numerous other drones also coming in, landing in the face of war, during the war, along with trained sort of individuals who were there. The next important lesson is the importance of C4 ISR and civil military fusion. There is a lot to be done as far as this domain is concerned. When the dgmo level talks were going on, Pakistan actually was mentioning that we know that your such and such important sort of vector is primed and it is ready for action. I would request you to perhaps, pull it back. So he was getting live inputs as far as from China. So that is one place we really need to move fast and take appropriate action. I talked about electronic warfare, and need for robust air defense system is something, again, our population centers also need to be protected. Of course, as far as the other, we do not have the luxury, like, we would have been seeing the way Israel, they have the Iron Dome and a number of other air defense features that they have. We do not have a luxury because our country is vast. So, and such things cost a lot of money.
भारतर एकमात्र परीक्षित बायोसार पृथ्वी प्रो माटी को रखे सुस्थ दिए नुआ जीवन धान पनीपरिबा और डाली जातीय फसल पाई लाभदायक अमल बढ़ाए रोग कमाए आज ही जमी रे प्रयोग करंतु जोगाजोग पाई 9937054201 नंबर को डायल करंतु
आम सह जोड़ी हेबा पाई आमकु लाइक फॉलो और सब्सक्राइब करंतु अधिक अपडेट पाई विजिट करंतु आम वेबसाइट thequiver.in